Here to encourage you today and let you know you're destined for greatness. And today I'm going to be talking about how to communicate with your teen during times of conflict. You can use these tips for your preteen as well. So I'm going to give you 10 tips that you can try. So first, let your teen speak first. There's actually been some studies that they're more receptive if you let them talk first, because then they're more willing to listen to you. Tip number 2, don't interrupt them. We know we dislike when our kids interrupt us when we're talking, so we need to make sure that we don't jump in on the conversation and react when they're saying something. God's word says for us to be quick to listen but slow to speak, so let's make sure we're doing that for them. Tip number 3, watch your tone of voice and your body language. I tell Anna this all the time, but I have to be mindful of it myself. So we want to make sure we're modeling the behavior that we want them to do. Because most of the time kids are going to watch what you do and they're not just going to do what you say. So make sure we speak to them, especially when you're first confronting them about something, in a soft voice and in a respectful kind of way. Tip number 4, explain what you want and why. So when you explain something, make them state it back to you. It's just good communication. And then you might want to explain in detail the request or the rule that you've given them. So, for example, I usually don't try and let Anna spend the night out all weekend at her friend's house. I always try and tell her that it's important to have time with friends, time with family, and also for her to have downtime for herself. Number 5, fight fair. So, no name calling, no cursing. Don't stick to the issue at hand. Make sure you don't dredge up and pull up past issues, and avoid saying words like never and always. And never, ever, ever compare your teen to anyone. Number 6, acknowledge their feelings and their opinion. So really take time to listen to them and try and understand where they're coming from. And if you notice that when they're communicating with you that they're having false thoughts or lying thoughts, then make sure you point that out to them. You never want your teen to feel misunderstood. 7, don't try and control your teen's side of the confrontation. It never works. So if your teen's back talking to you, don't say things like, don't talk to me that way. I'm guilty of this myself. Try and say something like, I'll be happy to listen to you when you speak to me more respectfully. The first way, you're trying to basically prove that you are in control of their tongue, and they don't like that. So when you say something of the latter, then you're talking about something that you would do, and which is something that you can control. Number 8, take a break when necessary. If you are things are getting too heated, sometimes you need to take a time out and go in the other room. That just basically shows your teen that you respect them by taking time to diffuse the situation. Number 9, don't beat yourself up your kids, over the head with biblical concepts. We're going to disagree, but make sure you know that when you're in an argument or disagreement, that those usually aren't teachable moments, and your teens are usually not receptive. Wait till things have diffused, and you could go back and reflect and maybe teach them then. And number 10, when talking fails, you can write them a letter, an email, or text message them. Writing gives us time to sort out our feelings and our thoughts. And it also gives your teen time to respond rather than react. So I hope this has helped you. Communication is so important in all relationships, but especially during those teen years. And it's never too late to start. So I hope y'all have a great day, and I will look forward to talking to you soon. Bye.